Good morning. It is WWDC day. Happy dub. I'm here in Cupertino, just about to head over to the event. Wow, it is already that time, my friends. Software updates, here we go. iOS 18 to the macOS, iPadOS, watchOS, all the things. So excited. Also, can we take a moment and appreciate this lovely new tech bag that I got going on here? It's a base bag that I've been using for travel, but honestly, it's been so nice. I love backpack life, but this has been really refreshing. I feel like typically with a backpack, I'll stuff so much gear in, and with this, it's actually like made me travel lighter, which is really nice. Not only am I not hurting my back, but also simplicity is the way to go, and I feel like I can get so much done with a lighter setup on the go. I'm traveling with my MacBook Air, and everything that you're watching today is being shot on the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. All right, well, that's the setup today. I should probably get going because I don't want to be late.
So buckle up, get ready for a massive download with absolutely zero fun. Definitely no wild over-the-top opening video. Definitely not that.
It's showtime.
We are back in the hotel now. The keynote has wrapped, and my, oh my, there are so many updates. Like, this was an all software, no hardware event, but when I tell you that like hundreds of things, so many things to be excited about. We have the new iOS 18, iPadOS 18, the new watchOS, macOS, tvOS, new visionOS 2 is coming. Like, there's so many things to cover, and I'm just gonna like simmer down to some of the things that stood out to me. There's quite a few. It's probably more than 5, but let me narrow it down a little bit. Specifically with iOS 18, one of the biggest things that stood out to me was the new customization options that we'll be getting this time around. You already know, like, one of my favorite updates with iOS was when we got the new wallpaper and lock screen. I use those so much. I have such a big rotation of photos that I've all shot on my phone and just like to cycle through as my lock screen and wallpaper. And my love for design really loves personalizing my phone to me and making it even more me. So iOS 18 is letting us do that even more with the new dark mode, and you can change the color of your app icons, it seems. And from what I saw, we get a pretty redesigned control center as well. All of that combined just makes your phone feel more you, and I love that. Another big update today that I gotta say was probably the star of the show is Apple Intelligence, which is Apple's artificial intelligence that they're calling Apple Intelligence. This will be built into the whole ecosystem from iPhone to iPad to Mac, so it could all take advantage of Apple Intelligence, and it is something that you can opt into, so you're not forced into using it, but it's pretty cool to see how it'll benefit our lives. And I like that because I feel like a lot of the times when we hear AI, I have a love-hate relationship with it because sometimes it takes away from creativity, and I feel like there's ways that it's used that's not so beneficial, but I love to see in today's keynote that Apple Intelligence is there to improve our lives and help us instead of take away from the human aspect of things. There's gonna be a lot of benefits from it, like a brand new and improved Siri. And I gotta say, it's been a minute. Siri has been needing that glow up, and she's finally getting it.
Siri now holds a great deal of information about features and settings and can answer thousands of questions when you want to know how to do something.
Siri will answer your questions a lot better this time around and just navigate more efficiently. It's going to be a lot more of a natural experience because there'll be a better awareness of personal context. So even if you asked about something that you previously visited on your device, Siri might know what to do in that situation a lot more now than as to before. It just felt a lot more robotic, but now it's gonna feel like you're actually talking to a personal assistant that's tailored to you. Apple Intelligence will also be bringing us Genmojis, and I gotta say, I was pretty excited when I saw this. So picture a conversation and you want to send an emoji and there's no emoji for that, you can just make it up. and it'll generate one for you depending on what you ask. So one of the examples was a T-Rex riding a skateboard, I believe. Maybe you want to generate a latte with a MacBook, or something more creative like an ice cream cone with a tutu. I don't know. The possibilities are endless, and now you have the ability to think outside of the box from the regular emojis and make an emoji that fits your conversation. Number 3 on my list, in no particular order because I'm excited for all of these updates, but I gotta say I'm really excited to see the new Vitals app through watchOS 11. I mean, Apple Watch is so great at monitoring so many health things, and now we'll get even better insight into those key health metrics that are really important to keep an eye on. When it comes to sleep and Apple Watch, there's so many metrics that you can keep an eye on apart from just sleep duration, like wrist temperature, heart rate, respiratory rate, blood oxygen levels. And now, thanks to the Vitals app, if 2 or more of those are out of your typical range, it'll alert you and let you know what to keep an eye on. watchOS 11 is also introducing training load, which will give us a better understanding of how the intensity and duration of a workout can impact your body over time. And I feel like that's so important. A lot of us might be overdoing it and not knowing the damage that that's causing us. And now you can see this just by wearing your Apple Watch. How crazy that all of these health things can be monitored just by wearing the watch. Moving along, is it silly if I put calculator on iPad as one of my top updates?
Calculator to iPad. By leveraging what makes iPad so unique, it makes solving math.
But hear me out, guys. It's not just your basic calculator experience. This is really a whole new way to use a calculator. When you're using the Apple Pencil on iPad, if you're just writing out an equation and you put an equal sign, it'll literally answer that equation for you. Crazy town. Like, that's wild. Like, literally blew my mind. I gotta say, if you're a student that's studying, learning, you definitely should not use this tool in the future as something that's doing the work for you, but maybe use it as a tool to aid you, help you learn or understand something. Now, like I said, there's so much to cover that I won't be able to cover all in one video. Like the new macOS Sequoia was unveiled, so many great updates there, but I gotta give a moment to visionOS 2. I feel like every time the Vision Pro gets an update, it's been so monumental because spatial computing in itself is crazy. So to see it just get better and better over time in such a short amount of time is awesome. visionOS 2 will bring more gestures to make it even easier to navigate. I think one of the gestures that I saw in the keynote was like a palm up, which I think awakes or brings up the home view. So now we got this, What's next? This. I call this the Beyonce gesture, and it'll just like bring up Beyonce's face or a live concert or something. That's a pretty good idea. You heard it here first. You will also be able to customize your home view, but apart from that, another big wow feature here is the ability to panoramic view with Mac Virtual Display. So you know how you could bring your Mac display onto Vision Pro? Well, now you get a panoramic view of your workflow, which is the equivalent of having 2 4K displays side by side that just wrap around you. I mean, think about that. That's like the type of stuff that I feel like you saw in like back in the day, like what the future is like, and now it is happening. You can literally have your workflow floating in space all around you, editing, answering emails, just browsing in this nice, lovely wrap-around view. That's an extension of what you're actually doing in your MacBook. Wow, lots of things to be excited. Let me know in the comments below, what were you most excited about with WWDC? What update is that update that you just cannot wait for it to enter your life and just change everything? I mean, this stuff is life-changing, and I'm so excited for it all, but let me know in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and hasta luego, my friends.